zone. Pelech down for Anthony Duclair. Now it's Pelech taking a look. A little soft on that. Evangelista got a tip, but it's D'Angelo to the front for Duclair. Bouncing around. It's in! Matt Barzal followed up that bouncing puck and put it past UC Soros.
For the Islanders, and they get going. Tony D'Angelo finds himself in quite a different spot right there, but he stirs this up in this play by Anthony Duclair. He was trying to go in between his legs to the back door to Shabanov. It ended up working out for him. The touch doesn't work. Barzal finds the touch himself.
Now down comes Ryan Pulock behind the net for Horvat. Horvat swings it in front, and Soros made a great save on Pulock.
Circles around. You talk about triangulation. There's the head of that triangle right there.
Heineman gloves down the clearing attempt. Pulock gets it over. Horvat fires and rolls free behind Soros, and it's rescued away from the net.
Oh boy, how about that? Going to be rewarded.
Don't forget, it's also Bo Horvat bobblehead night as this one swallowed up by Sorokin on the try from Holland.
2 inches from my vantage point. Good job by Perbix to make sure, because otherwise that was an empty net.
Long shot from the line, swallowed up by Sorokin. He'll try that.
Cal alluded to the fact they play below the goal lines, have a bit of a cycle game, then it frees up this stuff here.
Here's Duclair over, a chance for Shabanov, and an aggressive save out of his crease from UC Soros. He knew Shabanov had nowhere else to go. Schaefer scores! Matthew Schaefer walks right in and buries another one. Fast start tonight for the Islanders.
This line that's already contributed a goal. Watch Schaefer right here. Pulls it, whips it by a goaltender who's been an all-star over and over again in the NHL. His ability to change the angle right there at the point of release. That goes in the 7-hole.
Fed it down the wall for Duclair. Returned it to Barzal off the boards. Ryan Pulock. And that one couldn't feel nice for Matthew Wood as Pulock will tee it up again. And that time it got through.
You can see why Pelech's a little surprised.
Now there come the Predators on the power play, and they score. Off the face-off, 6 seconds in. Philip Forsberg, and it's 2-1.
It did not take long at all as we check out the goal scorer, Philip Forsberg. The issue with this power play is you get the big one-timer of Stamkos on one side, right? That's him that eventually touches the puck. And watch Forsberg. What a gifted goal scorer he is. Sorokin, he's going to want that one back. Anything outside of the dot from up high where a goaltender's got a clean lane on it, I can guarantee you he'll want that back. Credit to Phil Forsberg. What a shot, Cal, from your angle. What did that look like?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him do it before, and you know he can score.
All the way over, wanted Soucy. Flagged down out of the air by Evangelista. He'll carry ahead. Holmstrom back defensively. Sorokin puts it towards the boards. Marchessault up for Smith. They say he got a piece of it, so no icing. And Matthew Schaefer leaves it off for Barzal. Dangerous attempt to get it to Shabanov. Stolen away, and it hit the post and goes in. I'm not sure that went in. I thought it went bar, and out. But they've called it a goal on the ice. And for the moment, Matthew Wood has tied the score.
Between two of your best guys, Barzal and Matthew Schaefer right there. A little too cute in my mind. And we talked about triangulation. There's Nashville doing the exact same thing. And yeah, just in the back of the net there is
Carson Soucy caught him, maybe admiring his pass for an extra half a second. Here's Cizikas in tight, denied by Soros. Anders Lee unable to get it out. Bunting shot, and Sorokin left the rebound. It comes back to him, and he covers up. And this game, this first period, which is 15 minutes old, has already featured 4 goals. The last time these two teams got together was a 2-1 shootout win for Nashville. Barzal wanted Duclair. It was Josi. Look out. It's a 2-on-0. They'll headman it for Holla. Save Sorokin. Rebound. He got that one too.
Watch this from Josi. But it's not so much that's concerning. It's the second whack of one of the greatest offensive defensemen that we've seen of this time, vying for goal 200. So not just one save, 2 from Sorokin.
He's working on Gatcomb. They find Wilsby around McLean. Wilsby driving, kicked out by the right leg of Sorokin. Caught from behind by Forsberg. Left it there for Palat over. Ryan Pulock dished off. Heineman shot. Swallowed up by UC Soros. Josi spins, goes down. Schaefer as well. Philip Forsberg out near the blue line. Slipped it to the slot. Bunting, a turnaround try. Sorokin made the save.
Doing a good job of canceling him out. And then this little dump play, and Matthew Schaefer at one point during this.
Get himself back into position. Stunned him a little bit, though, as Holmstrom for Lee. He's got Pajot. J.G. Pajot went across again. They score! He tried to make the pass and came right back to him. And Pajot puts the Islanders back on top.
As it works its way up the ice, Yossi gets caught over way too far along the wall, and Simon Holmstrom makes him pay. And watch this from Pajot. Not his intention, but the puck comes right back to him. He was looking for number 27, Anders Lee, but it found his stick right after. Islanders get the lead back.
Well, Hicks, when you're hot, you're hot. That puck comes back to Pajot after a typically unselfish play by him, looking back door. He gets it.
21's been the magic number for the Islanders lately. Here's a chance for McLean, cutting in, saved by Saros.
Earlier, but off a face-off. See the D-man set up? That means it's going to be a one-timer for the Islanders. Just flip the puck on out there. Sometimes you get a good balance because the legs of McLean, they never stop moving. I think going 5-hole on that one, a nice bid.
Yeah, the legs of McLean never stop moving. You're right, Hicks. He's got such tremendous speed, and the thing
gets married to him right now.
Yossi fires it, and Sorokin reaching out with the glove hand.
Talked about that. 59, 2 face-offs in a row. He got the shot through. Yossi will find a way to disguise that every time. More importantly, make sure that face-off win is not clean. You see that thing end over end with Haula sniffing around.
Taken by Perbix. He'll swing it around. Perbix stuffed it into traffic, and it squirts on through. Then Forsberg to the net again.
By Sorokin. Marchessault can really bring it, not once, but twice there, as Sorokin continues to be busy.
Michael Bunting out of the corner. Evangelista contested shot in tight and nowhere to go, as Sorokin was at the edge of his crease and Erik Haula couldn't drag it by him.
Just played it beautifully here. You see the proximity to the crease for Haula. Well, you got no option there as it's swallowed.
We're not letting the Islanders forwards get into their defensive sets either. Kind of doing a really good job just throwing pucks at the net, creating offense.
3 men down low for Nashville. They bring it to the front, and it's behind Sorokin, and it's in. Philip Forsberg off the post, off the glove of Sorokin, and it leaked on through to tie the score once again.
For the group that's out there right now, Mayfield getting pressure, the puck is bouncing. It's a great stick by Wood, but full possession, you're still okay in this point, but no one sorts out as that thing trickles over the line. Mayfield, you're trying to make a firm, hard play on a rolling puck, which is really difficult, but there you go, continuing to let these Nashville Predators back into the game. Full credit to them for the way they've checked and the way they've hunted, but the Islanders must be better.
That's so many defensive zone draws for the Islanders and so many one-timer sets from the Predators are forcing the Islanders to just flip pucks into the neutral zone constantly.
4:20 to go here in the second period. Shot by Englund, tipped up, save made, rebound! Sorokin takes one off the board!
When that happens, you're going to need quite a save to bail you out. A fan shot right there, but in front of the net is Bunting. What a save. This is from Ilya Sorokin. Just reading where this puck's going to come through the feet and dodging out to get it.
Chased after by Barzal. He got the puck free. Can he get there? That's a penalty. They didn't call it. Duclair for D'Angelo to Barzal, and the shot was stopped by Saros. Barzal off the glass. Laid down by Shabanov. He's got Duclair. D'Angelo's up on the rush. Here it goes. D'Angelo to the front for Shabanov. He had to put it up in the air. Here's D'Angelo again. He scores. They wave it off.
And engage with Duclair. Watch him go down. He can't see the puck. He thinks the shot right there. He's gone down. There's no doubt Anthony Duclair is in the area. It also looks like there's no doubt that Anthony Duclair is outside of that blue paint.
He's entitled to the ice outside, that white ice. It's Saros who initiates the contact.
New York Islanders is challenging the ruling on the ice.
So my thought here is we look at this again, and it was a great view from behind the net.
After New York Islanders coach challenge review, it was determined the ruling on the ice was correct. There's goaltender interference. There's no goal on the play. New York Islanders assess the bench minor penalty for delayed game.
Tony D'Angelo out for Heineman, stopped at his skates. Horvat able to locate it. Here's Horvat. Drags, backhand, save made, rebound! Pushed away from the net just as Palat was cruising through. As Mayfield just gave it away to Bunting. Bunting to the front, and that one off the leg of Stamkos and just went wide. And then Bunting hits the outside of the post. Here's Yossi. Right down the lane. Comes to the wall. Circles out. Has a little bit of room. Wrist shot. Scores! Roman Yossi through his screen. Breaks the tie with 1:14 remaining.
It just may be. You watch the patience as he comes up. It's 4-on-4 hockey. You miss the one check, but watch him curl up. It's tough to sort out for the Islanders. Slow to close. There's confusion there at the top between the two forwards. Obviously, one of them, the defenseman, has got to be one of their men. And they're late to it. A beautiful shot. Sorokin can't see through it at all. Is Patrick Roy going to take his time? Or is he going to wait here? The opportunity does remain here, Brendan.
UC Saros out of his net, couldn't stop it. 14 seconds to go. Barzal put it off of Saros. Loose puck, Heineman denied by Saros. Pella comes out of the box with Smith, and the puck gets through him. They trailed for the final 1:14 of regulation.
And at the very end, a glorious chance here for Heineman. Just maybe not enough time on a rolling puck. Saros quick to it as he got the pad out after this thing skipped. And let's see what Heineman had to play with here. This will be the best angle. A little bit of daylight right there. Roller. You know what? At the end of the day, Brendan, they did not deserve